Once upon a time, back in 2011, there was a 15-year-old girl named Sarah. Sarah, like other Gen Z millennials, was obsessed with YouTube. She spent all her free time watching sikat YouTubers like Zoella and Bethany Mota, just to name a few. And watching all their videos inspired her to do something very uso at that time: painting your room a fun color. So si Sarah, kay Nasuya, went to her mom and begged her if she could paint her room just like the YouTubers that she loved. And after a little convincing, mommy said yes. Fast forward, it's 2021.
Well, the Philippines has imposed strict quarantine measures.
The Philippines has announced a lockdown at the Philippines.
The pandemic struck, forcing everyone to stay home. Sarah, now an adult at 25, doesn't care for her teal walls anymore. And after seeing it 24/7 for 365 days straight, she realized how much she hates looking at her old walls. Walls that remind her of a very childish decision she made back then. But one day, she finally decides that it's time to fix this childhood decision once and for all. So with a plan in mind, Sarah then starts doing her research on paint. And a few hours later, she then realizes that there's tons of paint colors to choose from. Dove white, tulle white, off-white, white lace, and then there's finishes: flat, matte, eggshell, satin, semi-gloss, high gloss. But after extensive research, she finds that most experts recommend an eggshell finish for bedroom walls. Yes, murag shell sa itlog. It's glossy enough that it hides imperfections without it being too flat that it's hugawunon. So Sarah then searches for quality eggshell paint suppliers in the Philippines and finally lands on one: Nippon Paints Philippines. And once the paints arrived, it was time to get down to business. Step 1. Prep and prime the walls. First, they had to fill in the old cracks and apply primer to prep the walls for the top coat. This is absolutely necessary, especially if you're painting over dark paint. Step 2. Applying the top coat. Sarah decided on a classic choice: white, using Nippon's odorless paint in 145 Brilliant White. And it was a great choice because you really can't go wrong with white. It's clean, crisp, classic, and it brightens the room, making it feel so much bigger. And while we're waiting for the paint to dry, here's non-narrator Sarah for some chika. Make sure to stay till the end to see the final look. Hey mga bay! I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I had a really fun time shooting it and making it for all of you. It's been a while and I miss you guys so much. So mga bay, I've been dying to redo my room for the longest time. Like it's been 10 long years. And if you're like me and you've been thinking of redoing your space to feel a little bit more inspired or motivated these days, but you don't know where to start, I highly suggest with paint. Paint lang jud. Like grabe what a fresh quality coat of paint can do to transform the entire feel and mood of your room, even if all the furniture is the same. So take my room for example. I didn't buy any new furniture. Everything that you see in my room was already here before. Maybe not the plants which I stole from the garden, but the bed, the side table over here, they were all here before. But I'm still so surprised at how new everything feels, and that's really because of the paint. It made it feel so fresh, so new, but most of all, mature. It looks like a 25-year-old lives here and not a 15-year-old. So nalipay ra jud ko. And with that being said, I want to say a huge thank you to Nippon Paints Coatings Philippines for sponsoring the paints in this video. They have a wide selection of paint colors and finishes to choose from, and as mentioned in the video, I really wanted an eggshell finish. Not too matte, not too shiny, and I'm so lucky that Nippon carries that finish. So if you're thinking of transforming your room, you can follow Nippon at their Facebook page at Nippon Paint Coatings Philippines Incorporated. And if you're looking for design inspiration, you can check out their Instagram at Nippon Paint PH. So that's it! I hope you guys were entertained and I hope I was able to inspire you to go and paint your room a new color. Trust me, it's been life-changing. And if you've missed seeing me on your screens, please follow me on all my socials at itssarahdm. Bye!